action.
Alright, so tonight we are making spaghetti. Spaghetti is Matt's very favorite food. And so after I had Logan, then I decided that I was going to find the best spaghetti recipe in the whole entire world. I did a lot of research and read a lot of different recipes, and I found this one from this lady who used to go visit her grandmother in Italy every year, every summer, and it's really good. Some of the different ingredients that are different, that make it different, are hand crushed tomatoes and mint, fresh mint. It also has some other fresh herbs and garlic, and it's pretty simple, but overall it's really well. It's really good. I think it's safe to say that it is still his favorite food, and he tells me all the time that it's the best spaghetti he's ever had. So, welcome to tonight's episode of Cooking with Jen, and we are having spaghetti. Do you want to get off my face and get over here and show the ingredients, please? Okay, so here we have some whole tomatoes. They're just from a can. There's 2 cans in there. We have a little bit of sugar to help neutralize the acid. We have some fresh chopped garlic. We have some basil and oregano and mint, crushed red pepper, tomato sauce, a little bit of butter, and some minced onion. All right, and we're gonna put quite a bit of olive oil in there. We're gonna go like that. All right, we're gonna let that heat up nice and hot. Get nice and hot, and we're gonna put in some of our crushed red pepper. You can do however much you want. Obviously, the more crushed red pepper you do, the spicier it's gonna be. So we're just gonna do a little bit like that. And we're gonna let it cook. All right, next we're gonna throw in some of this minced onion. Once again, you throw however much you want. My kids don't love onion, especially in spaghetti, but I do, so we're cheating. And then alright, we're gonna let that get nice and cooking. Starting to kind of bubble. Ooh, look at that. That's good stuff right there. All right, and then we're gonna throw in our garlic, and we're gonna cook it until it is fragrant. Throw our garlic in there. And while our garlic is getting fragrant, we're gonna come over here. You gotta kind of work fast. Right. Over here. And we are just going. This is getting kind of messy, but you just take your hands and you just crush those tomatoes up to whatever consistency you want them to be. And I have tried using other tools, and your hands are the best way to get it done. So I like mine pretty broken up, but maybe not quite as broken up as, you know, like diced tomatoes. The whole tomatoes are just so good, and they just make a really nice sauce. Like that. Make sure I got them all. Okay, so as you can see, they kind of look like that. There we go. All right, I'm gonna rinse my hands. All right, and then we're gonna take that, and we're just gonna throw it in there. All of those other ingredients. Like that. Like so. There we go. And there's one that's a little big. Kind of break that one apart. There we go. Now, I don't know if you can tell, but once it cooks down, it's going to have these chunks, but it might become a little too thin as far as the sauce goes. And you kind of want that sauce to sit real nice on your noodles. So we're gonna add a little bit of tomato sauce, or you can use tomato paste. But I'm just gonna add some tomato sauce because it'll help give it that nice consistency that we want. Kind of help hold it all together. Now with sauces and gravies and anything like soups, the longer it simmers, the better it is. Now that we have that, we're gonna add in our sugar. That'll kind of help neutralize the acid a little bit. We're gonna throw in some salt. About a teaspoon of salt. There we go, some salt. And then we're gonna put our oregano and basil in there with most of our mint, but you want to reserve a little bit of the mint for the end, like that. And you just kind of stir it all up and you just let it cook. You let it cook for, depending on how much time you have. Today we're gonna let it cook for about 40 minutes. But the longer you let it cook, the better it is. So there we go. Now we're gonna move on to the next part, which is cooking the meat. We will be there in a minute. Commercial break, please.
This episode of Cooking with Jen has been brought to you by Jimmy Dean Sausage. Fresh, taste, guaranteed.
Alright, so you can see the sauce is kind of starting to come together. It's looking good, it's simmering, that's what we want it to do. For the meat, you can either go completely meatless, you can add some vegetables, you can do kind of whatever you want to as far as beefing it up a little bit. I love sausage in it. So I put in a 1 pound package of Jimmy Dean sausage, and obviously it's cooking right now, so we're just gonna kind of break it up and cook it until it's brown, and then we're gonna throw it in there with that sauce so it can continue simmering with that meat in there and all of the flavors can come together real nicely. So we're just gonna kind of I know obviously not everyone likes sausage. You can also use hamburger meat. And you can add as much or as little as you want. Alright, our sausage is completely cooked and broken up to the size that I want it to be. And we're just going to just take that and we're just going to throw it in there with the sauce. Just like that. There we go. We're just going to kind of just stir it up. And then we're going to let it continue cooking until it thickens up some more. There we go. Alright, we are putting our noodles in the pot of hot water, and then while they're cooking, we're going to add the final touches to the sauce. It's been about 40 minutes, maybe a little longer. There we go. It's just a part of. Alright. So we have a pat of butter here. Turn that way down to low. Since it's simmering so hot, we're going to throw that in there. Oh, there we go. And that just kind of helps like soften the flavors, richens it up a little bit. It's okay, it's just herbs. It's herbs from the cutting board. That's nice and thickened up, so you're gonna add the butter to help make it richer. And then we're gonna throw in the rest of our mint that we have. Throw that in there.
And why did you throw that in there? Put most of the mint in the beginning, and now you're just putting a little bit now.
You just add it just to. Honestly, I don't really know why. That's just what the lady did, so that's why I'm doing it.
Okay.
Maybe it's because if you cook the first batch of mint with all of these other things and it simmers for so long, the flavors kind of mix together, which is what you want. But then if you save a little bit and put it in the end, it just kind of adds that little extra boost, you know what I mean, of mint. And the mint is really good in it. I don't know why. You wouldn't think mint and spaghetti sauce go together, but they are good. That. And then we have a fresh block of Parmesan cheese. And we're gonna put some of that in there. So this is a microplane. If y'all don't have a microplane, I would highly suggest it. It is my very favorite kitchen tool. I use it almost every day. But just kind of do this. You can put in however much you want. And we always have some on the table for serving also. Just gives it that nice nutty flavor that Parmesan has. There we go. Now, while the noodles are cooking, we're just gonna keep that sauce on low. While the noodles are cooking, I'm gonna put together some garlic bread to serve with it all. So, yeah.
Notice how she exquisitely places the noodles on the plate, arranging them just so majestically, so that now she will take her concoction of spaghetti sauce and drizzle it on there just enough so that each noodle and every bite can be so exquisite. And now there is freshly grated Parmesan cheese being applied to this magnificent feast.
Bon appetit.
Oh, qué delicioso.